pretty smoky, but we're just out here checking a mule deer spot. Haven't been out here in a while. Trying to get up early and glass, trying to find a point that we like. We can see both ways, but pretty much go time. Hunt starts this Saturday. We still don't know where we're gonna be for sure, but hopefully today helps us figure that out. He got another buck with him too, above him. Finally got eyes on a couple bucks out here. Got me excited. The one looks like a pretty nice deer, and honestly, usually not expecting to see him out here. So I think it is the buck we had on camera the other day, the white 3x4. Pretty solid looking buck. Pretty deer. Not sure if he's gonna be like an early shooter. Nice buck and good to see him. He's got the other little, remember that like the one that was standing right in front of the camera, then the good buck was in the background. That little 4 points with him. So it's good to finally see some. It's a tough spot to even see deer in, so I'm glad we ran into a couple. Well, so we got back last night late from scouting Rocky's elk. He just bombed out here super early this morning to see if we could see these deer, and glassed up one of the bucks that was with the big buck the other day. So hopefully pretty soon we'll get eyes on these other ones. We can glass them for about an hour or so. Beautiful morning, some weather rolling in here. Just trying to figure out the pattern on these deer, where they go and what they do. I got Rocky glassing up on the point. Hopefully the bucks come right up this little draw. We'll see. Rocky can see him right now. Well, other than that one buck and couple does, haven't had any more action here. Rocky said that he glassed up the group of bucks that were after out on the point, out in some other ridges. So probably gonna get out of this tree. We're gonna see if we can glass up the buck that went this way. If there's a play on him where he's all alone, he might be really killable this morning. And if that doesn't work out, we're gonna bump over a ridge and go to another glassing point to where we should be able to see those bucks out there. And if they're in a good place, maybe we slip on the moccasins and see if we can't sneak in on them. But a lot of action. You know, we've seen pretty much the few deer that live out here. It's just a matter of putting a game plan together that'll work. Yeah, they're there. There's a 3-point coming out. He's close. Short look. Because people know him. I don't know, maybe we're being a little paranoid. I can understand why though. Found the big buck. He's gonna cut over to the other deer. I'm gonna go try to cut him off. Well, folks, that's a wrap on day one, and I'm smiling. I'm freaking happy. What a good day. We found the deer we wanted to find. We made a couple plays. We both got close. Yeah, I mean, what else could you ask for on the opener? Everything went really well. And if we keep having days like this, and if we're able to turn these bucks up time and time again, eventually they will make a mistake, and we'll get an arrow in one or a bullet, if that's what it takes. We have dedicated hunter tags, so we can hunt all the seasons, and we plan to just target these deer. So good opener, good day, lessons learned, and we'll be back out here bright and early in the morning to do it again. Good day. Rough day. My eyes hurt. A little glassed out. Well, I had a nice sit. Uneventful. Yeah, fine. It's really not uncomfortable. Like, I think I was laid a little too far back yesterday, so my legs were kind of spazzing, but felt pretty dang good today. Good morning, folks. It's early morning. I'm gonna go get in the tree, go see if we can see what these deer are doing. Another day, same play. I think we'll run this one for a couple more days. If it doesn't work, then we're gonna definitely have to change it up. Another Day in the saddle done. I thought I had deer coming twice and it was birds both times hopping around on the ground. It's just so loud and dry that it just sounds like deer. But pretty uneventful. Rocky went up top and wasn't able to glass anything. So we're gonna go check a trail camera now and see if maybe when we bumped that buck the other day, if he went over that way. It's quite a ways away from here, but he has shown up over there before. So maybe he's there, just trying to throw stuff at the wall and see if something sticks.
There's this coming in.
Not a thing. Interesting. Nothing on that camera. Not a deer. That means our buck didn't pull over here and get a drink. Well, at least right here. He could have done it at a different spot, but I guess we go just keep trying to glass him and see what the morning holds. And if we don't turn him back up, I'll grab a quick nap and glass him up tonight. Gonna check camera number 2 for the day. There's at least a deer track in front of this one, so that's good. Not bad, little 4-point. They were here. We haven't actually had that much luck finding these bucks the last couple days, so I think we're gonna maybe switch game plans and spots a little bit. But I've been looking here on Scout to Hunt. They added this feature recently called the unpaved layer, and what it does is it allows you to see obviously all the roads that are on the map, but then it gives you a different classification for the quality of road that they are. So like right here you can see here, like it shows different colors on the map according to how difficult the road is and what type of vehicle you need to access it. So it shows you this key as well, and this just shows you whether it's like a hiking trail, something you could take a car on, a truck, or like a ATV trail. So it's nice when you're scouting to know what you're dealing with, and we've actually gone out and tested some of these and they've been really accurate. So that's a pretty sweet little feature from Scout to Hunt that's offered. Scout to Hunt, as you guys know, is a partner of this channel. They're a partner of what I do. It is a free app, which is killer. I mean, it's loaded with features. Even if you have a different app or a different mapping service, it's worth having this one. It's really geared towards shed hunters and hunters. They put a lot of like thought into the design and the feature on the map, and it has a really high quality feel to it. So anyway, this is feeling just like an ad, which it is, and that's all right. But Scout to Hunt is an awesome partner of mine. Great company, and you guys should go check them out. There's a link in the description of this video. Go download it. Well, we found him. Found the buck we want to kill. He's got 4 at least other bucks with him. The one big 3-point, and then some littler deer. He's actually kind of close to a road, so I'm gonna probably jump off of the back of this where they won't see me going down, and then loop around and get on the road and come up the road, and then cut across to the ridge that they're on and try to make a quick move on them. We got hour and a half of shooting light left, so I can afford to take my time a little bit, try to be in their zone by the time before it gets dark. So time to fly. Let's go. I'm like 400 yards, 300 yards from the deer. Putting the sneakers on, leaving my boots in the ditch. Oh, I hope this works out. Man, you guys, really good opportunity. Really good opportunity. I got out there, kind of lost track of where the bucks were. They got up. I cut to where I thought they were going, and they ended up going exactly where I thought and where I hoped they would. So I was a little behind them. I came out in the first clearing, and the big buck was at 115, and I thought he was just going to feed around for a minute. All the other bucks were there, but the big buck was actually in the best position for a stalk. So I got down, and I gained about 30 or 40 yards on him, peeked up, and he was walking. They were all just walking up over the hill. So I had about 15 minutes till dark, so I looped the hill, came out. They all came across the flat at about 100 yards. The closest buck was about 65, and I looked at the situation and everything and decided not to shoot. But they kind of spooked. They just trotted out into the flats. So I think we'll be able to turn them up again in the morning. Any day you see big bucks and get to chase them, it's a good day. Is getting tired of me talking while I'm sitting here glassing yet? Welcome to hunting general season deer in Utah. But we did find the big buck. We turned him up maybe 10 minutes ago. He's got all the other bucks from last night with him. And now we're just watching which route he's gonna take to go to bed. He's been sporadic. I think it's just because of the full moon. Hopefully he's back to his old routine that we watched him this summer on. And he'll maybe come under us and give us an opportunity at an ambush in one of these little pinch points or something. I know it gets repetitive, us just talking to the camera and saying we see the buck and seeing the buck, but I think last year I did this for over 30 days before I killed a deer, so away she goes.
They're gonna feed right past him.
So it looks like Rocky's up. Spotted the bucks clear out in the flat, and he wanted to try to put a move on, but there's the one weird buck in there that he really likes, and he wants to kill, so he's gonna go put a move on him. He's headed down the ridge to try to cut him off. They're moving quicker than I think he anticipated, because they're already almost out of the flat and into the trees, but they're headed towards him. So it'll just be kind of like seeing where they end up. If they come through in a good place, they can get in on them. But that one buck's cool. He's way cool. We call him Funky. He's got like a big 3-point side and then a 5-point side. He's weird. What happened there, bud?
I could clear off this point. Got out, big sage flat. And they kind of fed around the backside of the hill. At least this is what Ben was telling me. I couldn't see anything. And so I started working that way. But then I got bad wind, and I think they winded me. And hopped down into one of these washes where we couldn't see them. So I just went back where we had a big long opening that I could sit and watch, and kind of just waited there. And then Ben told me that they were heading towards that wash. And so I got set up, and Ben was telling me they're right in front of you, they're right in front of you, they're gonna step out right now. And so I was at full draw, ready to go. I could see the deer moving through out of my peripherals. One deer I thought had me pegged. Then he just put his head down to move out, and I drew. And the deer steps out. And then at 20 yards right in between me and him is one bush. And as soon as he steps out, he turns and looks directly at me and blows out. And I punched a shot off, like as he turned. Shot behind him, clean miss, thankfully. But then they boogied up the hill and out of our lives for today. It was exciting to get that close on him after we've been watching that deer for a long time now, so it was finally nice to get in on him. But just clean miss. Yeah, but that was fun. It was exciting.
All right, folks, we are away from the desert finally. We decided to give these deer a break, obviously, and we're headed to chase elk. But I do want to thank some people who bought apparel. There's just been a few. But thank you, folks. Sarah Swedman, thank you. Mason Lunt, 2 orders within, the same day. Well, 2 days apart. Thank you, Mason. Alex Gotchapin, who is my homie down in New Mexico. Thank you, man. Tyler Fenton, Melissa Myers, Bryn Erickson, good friend also, and Darren Ivy. So thank you guys for buying apparel. Just as a reminder, we do have some stuff in stock on the store. I have a bunch of foam hats for like 15 bucks. Check it out, getshedcrazy.com. Thanks for tuning in and watching this video. It's been a grind out here, but we're gonna switch gears and go after some elk, and then we'll be back to the mule deer after that. So, bye.